Hello, my ladies and perky gentlemen. Welcome back to another episode of Look What's Happening in the Spirit Realm with yours truly, Light. Did you miss your greetings? I don't think I've done that for the past couple of videos. But today, I'm getting a really spicy message. It's less lovey-dovey like yesterday's message, but it's more in tune with the current energies in the collective. What I'm picking up on is, first and foremost, Spirit is saying this. I heard this loud and clear. Someone needs to understand that they do not have to replicate you. But beyond that, because that's a side message, I'm getting that there is somebody in your energy right now who's checking to see if you've taken their advice on something. And I don't know if you noticed it at the time that they provided this advice for you. It could have been regarding your relationships, your career, something that you were spending a lot of time in, which we're going to get to in a minute here. But they're checking to see if you took their advice. And a part of them, when they gave this advice to you, they knew it was coming from a place of checking something deeper about you, whether you unknowingly would size yourself down or keep yourself shy from going down a path that you never questioned whether they were capable of going down as well, because you never compared yourself to this person. And this is the part that's really killing them a little bit. And more than that, though, it's the way that they've behaved, and even for some of you, gone as far as crossing some very sacred boundaries that they were never supposed to cross, which again, we'll get to in the end of the video. But this is someone who is now really checking on you. And for a lot of you, you're not really in contact with them, or your paths have really separated and you've been going down very different paths. I want to say that this is not someone who is hoping to preserve the bond with you by trying to keep you small if you were trying to enter a relationship, or if you were making career advancements that were threatening them. It wasn't about keeping the relationship secure or keeping you nearby. It was that they knew deep down you challenging these boundaries would be yet another marking, yet another threshold that they have to keep up with. And I think Spirit put you in this person's path because a lot of things, they've believed that they were righteous with a lot of things. Like, they may have a good education, or they may be religious, or something about their upbringing. They feel like they're in the right, like they've snuggled up to the community and they've allowed themselves to be defined by what they believe other people value. So with you, when what they're checking specifically is to see if you would bite, to see that you are made still of the same fabric that they are, but you never really compare yourself that way. This is the part that's really driving this person to a transformation or a breaking point. And for a lot of you, it was a breaking point that took place a while ago, but the contents of it are still kicking up in the air, and you may be even protected from certain things that this person has done, or the knowledge of these things, because it's unimportant to your growth. But it's important to theirs, because they are really just fighting with themselves, looking at this mirror, which is you. But it goes deeper than this, because they realize they didn't stop anything, especially if you're resonating with this as a friend or a sibling or a coworker that you really thought was a part of your community. And this person kept this mask, kept this identity towards you, this one type of framework towards you for a very long time. You may not have even noticed this, but this person has different faces towards other people. When I say different faces, I mean they specifically chose you to project onto you a specific type of image, a sub-self, from the book Sex, Love, and the Meaning of Life, I think. Definitely check it out. Douglas, he talks about sub-selves. And we all have them depending on the situation that we're in, the scenario, the threats at large. Depending on that, we always have different sub-selves. And you being seen as a threat for this person brought out this like bureaucratic, like you're wrong, that's wrong, that's wrong type of attitude towards you. They've had that and it was very subtle. It wasn't even overt. But you didn't know that was supposed to keep you submerged in this identity with them of being small. But that still didn't work for you. It still didn't work to make you question yourself. And this person's power has been brought to question for them. And they went down this path, right? Like I mentioned, they may have educated themselves in religion or something that they believe would grant them a higher footing in society. And they're wondering now why that path is a little bit blocked. I know I look like a librarian. Anyway, I'm sorry. I had to say that. And they were confident. I really need to say that they were confident in the path that they were taking. And it was like they were trying to manage you and also manage themselves at the same time. But they're beginning now to question themselves because for a lot of you, whatever they were doing, their path has been blocked and it's not supposed to hurt them. It's not supposed to hurt them. For a lot of you, it's not supposed to hurt them. But for some of you, this is because this person has betrayed you or done something absolutely irreparable behind your back. And now karma has quite literally caught up to them. And they might be even confiding in family or people that you had close relations to, especially if this is a family member. They could be confiding and trying to obscure the reality of what they did or how they're standing. They're trying to justify it to their community because, again, they count on this community mask that they have. And you, of all the people that they have masked themselves towards, you only know a very specific subset of theirs. And that is really where it comes to professionality. When we talk to people that we believe are a threat to us, we have this immediate mask that we wear, whether it be coldness, professionality, whatever it is that we need to survive that interaction, we bring out the specific part of us. That's natural. It doesn't mean you're a shapeshifter. But this person has maintained this, especially if this is a long-term, and I'm telling you, this is a long-term connection, a long-term friendship, a long-term coworker, a long-term sibling, obviously, long-term sibling, somebody that maintained this mask for a very long time. This is the person that is now being brought to the forefront and being brought to judgment. And it's not supposed to hurt them, but they're scurrying. This is someone who is scurrying to the family, to anybody that they can grab their hands on to make claims, to lay claim on your belongings, on your portion of the story, to lay claim on the way that you may have behaved towards them as if it is theirs. And for a lot of you, there are people, malignant people in the community that don't want to defend you. They don't want to stand up and say, this is wrong. This person, what you're doing is wrong. What you did is wrong. They don't want to say that because deep down, these are people that could even suffer from psychopathy. Deep down, I'm not a fucking therapist. I really got to say this on here. I'm not a therapist, okay? I just like reading psychology books. I'm not a therapist. Disclosure. But they may suffer from these things. The people that this person has gone to may really have an inclination to be charged negatively towards you. So they may not necessarily correct this person, but what I'm saying is that wherever this person goes, karma will follow. Outside of this energy, this isn't really a romantic energy for a lot of you, but there is a romantic energy in the sphere. And I feel like this is someone who is trying to find a courage to make you their new love, or they're trying to find courage to step out of this state that they're in. Because for a lot of you, there could be something that's consuming a lot of your energy. And this is what both of these parties are noticing. There's something either creatively that you're doing or just a new, imagine me saying some kind of French word right now, thing about life that's just really taking you, by a storm and delivering you to these opportunities or people or just you enjoying your own presence. But this person is they're nervous. That's what I'm getting. They're nervous, a little bit kind of disoriented, and not wanting to think about you extensively, but feeling challenged by what you're presenting to them. They feel like they need to match you up, but they know they can't come at it from a point of view of playing a game. That's not even in the collective's energy. So if there is that kind of dust it off. There's no energy like that. We're not doing that. We're not. What I'm hearing, though, it's that the more you're taking time in doing the things that you do, it isn't actually doing the negative thing. It's not just causing this person inaction. It's not making this person feel like they don't belong. It's actually aligning this person properly. Because what a lot of you perhaps have done at this time is you've understood the fine lines of how to maintain your own vortex, like Abraham Hicks says. And I've said this before on the channel multiple times, actually, especially in the past, where you maintain your own gravity. And you don't kind of like, it's not even about chasing in the very overt sense. It's maintaining the dignity of the other person by doing the same for you. And this is where this person is beginning to cleanse out some of these old stagnant energies as they are watching you, being inspired by how much they're feeling inside. Like there's a lot of abundance and love and passion that they're feeling towards you. And the indecision isn't from a place of, I'm not sure, maybe. It's not like that. It's because there's so much overwhelming love. There's so much peace around you. There's so much to do with you. And they're not being pulled. And that's why they're being pulled. You know what I mean? They're not like, you're not trying to impress them or trying to get them to fix on you. You're just doing what you're doing, and Spirit is saying, please do not stop. Don't stop. You know, I just heard, for those of you who've seen Friends, 7, 7, 7. I just heard that. Maybe 7 is a big word right now, or a angel number. Look it up. And one thing is that this is somebody who has had multiple ideas of you, and it's not like daydreaming per se, but it's like they've been trying to put you in a category. They've been trying to say, okay, so who's this person? Are they this? And for a lot of you, this isn't a relationship that has happened. So if it has happened, it's still in that context, but it's evolving into a deeper rhythm. So if it hasn't happened though, this is someone who is still having these ideas. Like, what is this person? Like, what are they really into? Like, how do they respond to this situation? How do they respond to that? There's a lot of like moving pieces right now. And especially if you're busy or you've got like a really strenuous job or you travel a lot, this is like someone that's like, is this safe for me? Like, is this safe for me? Am I boring? Like, I really want to say that. Like, am I boring? Even if you're not really doing much, there's something about your energy that's drawing in and being very magnetic to those around you. And it's either going to cause them a very negative impact where they're going to wonder why what they're doing isn't working, why, like the first person I mentioned, why their discouragement, why you're not even understanding that you're being manipulated, right? They may be stuck in that spear of just like grinding against themselves, or they may be like awakened, initiated, like, oh my gosh, like they want to be the best version of themselves. Like, they might be even rejecting certain things or embodying certain rhythms, new things, you know what I mean? New things. I don't know. Like, if this person didn't work out, they're like working out now. If this person didn't, if this person didn't like do herbs, I'm looking at my herbs, I'm like, yeah, they're doing herbs now. They're like, if this person was drinking, they're like, you know what? Maybe I need to pause the situation here. This isn't really what's gonna work for me. They are literally aligning. You are fine-tuning someone, and actually multiple people, but some of them, especially with this person that we just mentioned in the beginning, they fucked up. That's what I'm hearing. They fucked up an opportunity to grow by betraying you, and karma has caught up with this person. Whoever this person is, they had like this opportunity, but it was too hot. Like it was a hot potato. They couldn't hold on to it. And they felt like I'm not going to get into what they felt like. God knows what they felt like. They dropped the hot potato. They dropped it. And it was that opportunity for them, right? And a part of this is about your innocence, the fact that you didn't understand what this person was trying to nudge you to do, because it may have worked for somebody else. I just want to say that, and it's not because like you're chosen and everything is like sliding off of you like dew. No, it's because you were just not in that frequency to understand why they were doing it. Maybe you did retrospectively, my favorite word lately, but you didn't know at the time. At the time, it just felt like anxiety. It just felt like being tight around them. It felt like, I don't really want to be around this person. That's what it felt like. But for them, you have no idea the burning sensation they were feeling. And now they're feeling it, but they're beginning to expose it slowly. It's bubbling to the surface, even though it's coming from an indirect way, where they're going to the family, they're going to their community, they're going to people and finally vocalizing the fact that I am jealous. I did something hateful, but they're not saying it. They're standing in defense of it. But that's the first sign that they're actually moving something dense in their inside. I need to cut it out. I think I'm good. I hope this resonated. As usual, I don't reach out. Those are scammers. Do you know they've made over hundreds of accounts now? Like, that is actually amazing. Can we just stand to acknowledge this for a second? Hundreds of accounts. Just, can you tell me what goes through a person's mind that does that? Like, why? You guys aren't even fooled anymore. Like, you guys send smirking faces on the comment section below. How are you even? And you know what? I forgot to wash my shirt, guys, but I'm going to wear it tomorrow. You're going to see it. It says, "Watch out for the demon." We're done for today. Until next time, everyone. Everything is in the description box down below. Ciao.